Alright, what's going on, folks? So I'm here with last week's pickups. So let's start with what came in the mail, and that is the July-August edition of Nintendo Force. So it features a Link with the Hyrule Warriors cover there, and the back actually has a really nice artwork on there too. Nintendo Force, keeping the tradition of Nintendo Power alive. Pretty interesting magazine. I like that a lot. So, yeah, this one came actually really close to last month's, or 2 months ago. So it's hard to say if the last one actually came 8 weeks ago. This time must be flying for me, because these are bi-monthly. Alright, so next thing I got is that dang World of Nintendo Link figure. Just had to get this out of the way. I paid a little bit over 20 bucks for this, just buy now on eBay, just to get it over with, because in all reality, it was causing me a little bit of stress. It's not like I'm trying to complete it. I actually completed the first wave of the Series 1-1 of the micro figures, and I'll show all those in the next video. But you know, I don't know if I'll go after the rest of these. This is more of just something to have. That's I think it's extremely rare, and there's a lot of things. I won't go into too much detail, but Nintendo wanted this to be rare, to the point that on these figures they put a mystery accessory included, just to tempt you to open it up. And of course, lots of people are going to open these up. So if there is not a second run of these, which I really don't believe there is, because the next wave is due to release before the holiday season, from what I hear. And if there's not another re-release of these are going to be pretty rare. So just wanted to just get it out of the way. And you can still get them for under 30 bucks, and you may be able to find them out there still. But like you're saying, you know, some stores only got 2 or 3 boxes, and these are 1 per box. So. And then I also picked up the little Link plushie to go with that. And then, you know, this one was more rare too. It was 1 per container. So, but you know, will these go up in value? Not really. But I think they're just cool things to have. They're cool things to talk about, and it's just more of it's an experience, a social experience. Oh, you remember that time that those figures came out and they did a crappy job with their websites and didn't even advertise it properly, or have them for sale on their websites? Yeah, I get that Zelda. You know, that's what it's more like for me. So, okay, a couple of pieces of literature here, manuals in that form. I got a second cup, baby boomer's manual. So, one of these feels a little thicker though, so I don't know if that's just the paper quality or one of them's missing pages, but I'm gonna check that out. I don't know what the issue with that is. My buddy kicked down to me a Joe and Mac manual. This actually came from 8-Bit Goomba. He traded this into the store and then bought a bunch of Game Boy games, and my buddy at the store kicked this down to me. I do have a friend who might need this to CIB one of his games, so since this was kicked down to me, I'm going to see if he needs this to CIB his Joe and Mac that he has a box for, and if so, I'll probably give it to him, just for the info that he's given to me on collecting Game Boy boxes and manuals. And I also got a couple of, what are these? These are Metroid for the Game Boy. I'm not going to take them out of the bag there, but they actually are in really good condition. So these are the original Metroid posters for the Game Boy, Metroid 2. So now I just need the manual still. I know one of you guys had mentioned you had a manual and it was in pretty bad condition, and I'll probably just wait until I find one in, you know, more of a solid state. That's the only thing upsetting about a couple of my manuals, like Mighty Final Fight manual has 2 staples in it, and then my Bonks manual has like a rat shoot on a corner, I guess. I don't know. So I've got two CIB NES games here. And these do have all the paperwork and whatnot, and that's Hattress and Ultimate Air Combat. Now, forgive me if I've shown a few of these things already. I don't know if I have. I've gone back and looked at my videos with the time that I actually had. But Hattress is fun. To me, it was just a failed attempt at recreating the success of Tetris, which was, you know, a fluke success. You can't just come up with a system like that that everyone's going to get addicted to. It's all, you know, chance. So basically, I don't know if you guys can read it there. This is bulletproof software, but it was Alexei Pajitnov and Valdemir Pohilko or whatever. Pohilko, I don't know what's their names. I didn't like this game. It's not a fun puzzle game for me. And it definitely wasn't Tetris. I mean, there's so much better puzzle games out there that, you know, to try to make this is just silly to me. They might have, these Russians just might as well stick to making games like Off-Road Truckers or whatever. Okay, another NES game I got here was Super Glove Ball. And I think I might have showed that one already, but yeah, it's whatever. So the first TurboGrafx CD that I've come across since I've been collecting TurboGrafx, or let's just say since 2008, and that's the Addams Family. This game is a lot more fun than I thought it would be. It's a very interesting platformer. I have a few complaints about the controls. For example, when you're running, sometimes the jump button doesn't register. You actually have to like let go of the forward button when you're running like up to a pit. You think you can hold down forward and jump. Well, you actually have to let go and then press the jump button in some situations. So very hard to jump in this game. But it's interesting the things that they took advantage of with the CD. It's like they didn't really necessarily know where the CD usage was going, but they were able to, you know, include a lot of story and a lot of dialogue into this. So there is a lot of backstory and dialogue, you know, just a regular 8-bit platformer in my opinion, as far as graphics goes. And the music is alright. It's just a lot of ambience and sound effects from what I've heard so far. So, but, you know, I picked this up for 25 bucks, and I think there's like 2 on eBay right now going for about 25 to 35. So this is the second actual NTSC US TurboGrafx CD game I own, the first being Last Alert. So, alright, so let's get, well, some quick Game Boy games here. These are all pretty much like free washouts with my Slackers membership. Olympic Summer Games, Amazing Penguins, Gearworks, Ninja Boy, and one game that I loved as growing up. And a lot of people don't know that this is part of the Secret of Mana storyline, either a prequel or a sequel, or just a story in that canon. But that's Final Fantasy Adventure for the Game Boy, brought to us by Sunsoft. Alright, so one really rare box and manual CIB game for the Super Nintendo, and that's Head-On Soccer. Really quality condition on this too. This goes for a lot. It's hardly ever up for sale. You guys can go on eBay and see there's one of these sold last year. So very rare game there. And let's fly through some Super Nintendo games here. So here is Kickdowns, Top Gear, Royal Rumble, NFL Quarterback, Wayne Gretzky, and the Soccer Hockey All-Stars, whatever. Then we got over here, we got a copy of Power Pigs. And these are some more obscure games, but really fun ones. I'm going after the fun stuff, you know, first. I'm at about 130 games so far. Congo's Caper. There's a really interesting game called Time Cop. And then Kid Clown and Crazy Chase. You see in the background I've got a game called Wolf Child playing, and that's very, very neat game. Very 80s-esque music in that one. Really enjoying that Wolf Child game. Alright, so we've got Illusions of Gaia. Played that one growing up, really liked that. Got that with the shirt, like a special shirt collector's edition with that one. I've got Mohawk and Headphone Jack. You know, this is one of those games I remember reading about, you know, in like a review and a game pro or whatever, but never really got to play it. Another game by Koei in line of like Destiny of the Emperor, that's Inindo. And then 2 really cool Kirby's games. I got Kirby's Superstar 8-in-1, or 6-in-1, or 8-in-1, yes, 8-in-1. And I got Kirby's Dream Land 3. So yeah, these Kirby games are going up in price, and this Kirby is actually the last first-party Super Nintendo game. So, alright guys, I'll see you later. Peace.